all-rounder. Shasan is a team. Shasan is a group of people. They listen to create a center of excellence on par with world class. The vibrant peppy air of the campus has made me busy with a buzz of events and activities. Now I found a home away from home. Rather than Mumbai, I'm used to focused attention and a goal-oriented teaching environment. Looking for the same in Chennai, Shasan was the obvious answer. It has set me on the right path for my future. We at Sashan College support and celebrate your academic and personal development. School of Media offers a wide range of opportunities in the field of animation, graphics, photography, editing, and in all fields of media and entertainment. Shasan as a campus is a world of its own. It has provided me and my friends the perfect atmosphere to excel in academics and other competent activities. I see myself evolve from a young adult to an adult who understand my responsibilities, envision my future, and strive towards it with confidence. Sashan is a legacy which I wish to hand over to every Sashunian, past, present, and future.
Ma'am, can we start, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Good day, all. On behalf of Sri Shankarlal Sundarbai Sashan Jain College for Women, I welcome you all to the webinar on opportunities in the sphere of visual communication in collegiate education. This webinar is organized by the School of Media and Communication and Advertising Club in collaboration with Computer Society of India. For today's session, we have Ms. Arya Aridas as a resource person. I welcome you, Arya ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Arya Aridas is an assistant professor, Department of Visual Communication in Sri Shankarlal Sundarbai Sashan Jain College. She has completed a post-graduation with specialization in electronic media and is also set qualified. She has done multiple internships in the media industry. Her areas of specialization in teaching include photography, reporting and editing, communication skills. She also runs a Tamil entertainment YouTube channel. I'll welcome you, Arya ma'am, once again, and I think you can start the session.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your warm welcome. Good day to all the participants out here. Today, I'll be talking about what is visual communication and what are the scope and job opportunities in visual communication. So I'll start with my presentation. Okay, so first of all, let me just give you an overview what we will be seeing today. First is the scope of VISCOM or visual communication, then about the course, then the different value added services that are offered in our college, Then I would brief you about the department and its various activities, and finally on to the career opportunities that you have in this field. So first of all, let's see what is, okay. So first of all, we'll see what are the scopes that are available in the stream of visual communication. So visual communication is a very diverse course and it has diverse options. So right now we have a very good scope in India as well as in foreign countries. So it's not like you can only work, you can also create new job opportunities in the field. And Viscom is all related to media, and media is an industry which is very fast growing, and so is the career options that are available in media and available for the students of Viscom. And one main aspect of visual communication course is that there is always an option where you can switch your careers. As in, say for example, if you have done if you are into animation, and then if you would like to try on filmmaking, or if you would like to try on editing as your specialization, you can always go back to that and do a specialization and come out, and you can work in that area. So there is always, from Viscom, you can always change to a career and take up a specialization according to your interest. So first of all, you all should know what is visual communication. So everybody, I think all of us would have an idea, okay, visual communication is visually communicating something. Yeah, it is true. So how do you convey? Okay, so basically it means how you convey your ideas and information in the form of sign, symbol, or imagery, or any visual aid. It can be anything. So different visual aids can be like images, symbols, signs, films, animation, advertisement, whatever you see in a visual medium, and posters, billboards, everything, whatever content or information that you're trying to share through a means of visual media. And it is also understanding the language of communication. In visual communication, you will be learning to understand the language and critically analyze it, and then you produce the content. Okay, so basically that is the last point, that is, it makes you media literate. So literacy is nothing but the ability for you to read and learn, right? So being media literate is basically to identify the different types of media, and you critically understand the messages of the media. So these are the aspect, like what is visual communication. Okay, so here comes like, these are some general myths like we always come across. Okay, so I've heard a lot of students telling, student or like parents, like I've heard from known people saying or commenting about visual communication. Like one is like, there is nothing to study, ma'am. Okay, so I would disagree to that. Visual communication, we have a lot of hard work that the student has to put in, and it requires a lot of interest for the subject, and you do have a balance of theory and practical papers in visual communication. So it is actually a hectic course. You have lots of practical work, field work, that you will have to take up during the course. Okay, so please don't think like visual communication is a course wherein you can think like there is nothing to study and I can take up this course. It's a very easy subject. No, it is purely based on your interest that you actually do this course. Next thing what I hear is especially like for girls, people comment that there is no career for girls. Okay, I think I would like to change that perception. See, in a layman's term, when I say Viscom, they only think about films or television channels or radio. That's all. But Viscom is not just that. We have a lot more to explore. So we have multiple job opportunities in the areas of designing, editing, content writing. So it is not like there is no career for girls. Girls have better career, and we have lots of girls who are really interested in doing visual communication, and it's purely a creative course, creativity course. So please get rid of that thought like there is no career for girls. And I understand there is also a time constraint that is there when you get into the media area, so that is little hard. But now the thought process, it's all different, because you have lot of options, lot of multiple options that are available. Okay, so we would look into that in the coming slides. And the last myth is like last resort. What I'm trying to say is that some people think like, I don't get into this course, I might join visual communication. If not this, I will take up visual communication. So please don't think like that, because it is purely a person's interest into the subject area. It's not like you can just mug up things and do your work. You need a lot of creativity and passion for the subject for you to be excel in that area. So please don't consider this as an alternative option. If you're genuinely interested in learning visual communication and interested in media or any other areas related to this, please take up the course. Moving on. Okay, so I would like to explain like different courses that are available under visual communication area. We have both BA and BSc in the undergraduate programs, and we have MA, MSc in the postgraduate programs. So we have visual communication. We have different titles like visual communications, electronic media, journalism, fine arts, animation and gaming, to mention a few undergraduate courses. And postgraduate courses are, we have visual communication, electronic media, fine arts and visual media, journalism and communication. And there is also an option of MBA in media management. These are, to mention a few courses that are available in town. And not only this, you also have like specialization courses that are available in different institutions. We in Shankarlal Sundarbai Shasun Jain College, we provide two courses related to visual communication. One is BSc Visual Communication and the postgraduate program of MA Journalism and Communication. Our college is affiliated to the University of Madras, so we follow the University of Madras syllabus. And so for the undergraduate program, for the 3 years, these are the courses available. For the first years, we give communication skills, introduction to visual communication, graphic design, drawing, elective paper. Apart from that, you will have languages which you choose according to your whatever you have done in your school. And then for the second years, advertising, printing, publication, photography, elements of film, graphic designing. So we have a mix of both practical as well as theory papers. And for the final years, we have media organization, media culture and society, television production, editing, 3D animation, web publishing, and specialization project. Specialization project is nothing but at the end of the year, you will have to choose a field of specialization. It can be photography or filmmaking or advertising, and you will be asked to do a project on the same. That is the specialization project. Moving on. The post-graduation course that is offered in the college is the MA Journalism and Communication. The duration of the course is 2 years. So in the first year, we have the major papers like reporting, editing, photojournalism, history of communication, social media communication, visual and interactive design, advertising, print journalism, environmental journalism, and media laws and ethics. In your second year, you will be learning on film studies, animation, aesthetics, gender and media, and research related papers, public relation, journalism, radio, as well as television journalism, then critical media studies. Okay. We in the college, we offer like different types of value added services for the students for their betterment. So we facilitate students with value added course to make them industry ready. And all the first years, as soon as they join the college, they'll be undergoing a bridge course. It is basically to bridge the gap between the college and the school education. Apart from the value added courses, there are also certificate courses that are being offered apart from your regular subjects in the syllabus. So that also helps you to, get in hands-on training on different areas of your subject apart from your regular curriculum. Then we also give placement training to all the students by the industry expert. Every year we have placement drives and placements that happens in the campus. And before a student takes up the placement interview, a student is very well trained as to how they should attend an interview, and they will be given more mock test for their aptitude, and they will be trained before they actually take up their placement drive. There are also different industrial visits and educational tours that are being offered in the college. Apart from that, we offer workshops, guest lectures by the industry experts. We also provide internships in different media outlets, like to mention a few, we have Vikatan, Kalki, Stonebench, Vijay TV, Bot VFX, 2Ad Pro, Cognizance, and so on. So we always encourage students to take up internships so that they'll be well aware of what is happening in the industry right now. Because when you take visual communication, it is important that you get updated and upgraded on what is happening in the industry right now. So only through internships you will get that kind of experience. And it is a very good learning experience for all the students. Okay, moving on to the Department of Visual Communication, I would like to say a few things on the Department of Visual Communication in Shasun Jain College. The department had its inception in the year 2005, and the PG department had its inception in the year 2017. So our main vision is to create professionally excellent and socially committed media personnel. There is always a responsibility for the students towards the society. That's what we look forward to. And our mission is to provide hands-on training to the students in the areas of their interest and to impart value-based education. So we focus on creating media professionals with more values and ethics and be more socially committed person. Certain department activities that we have like practical schools, that is, we actually practically do things. For example, Shasun Samachar is the online Samachar platform or the news platform, wherein the students will be asked to do a production process of how a news process is done. So they do the entire process from handling camera, setting, everything. And they upload the content in the Shasun Media YouTube channel. We also have a Shasun Media team who are responsible in covering all the major events of the college. There is also different training that is being given for the students on virtual reality. As the motto of the college says, go beyond. And that is what we make our students think, and we make every student unique and industry smart. These are certain department activities, a glimpse of different activities that we have done in the School of Media department. Sanskriti is an annual art exhibition that portrays the talents of all the students, especially the first years, from their drawing materials to their digital painting to their photographs and everything. And then we have Media Fest, which is an intercollegiate competition. Pixel Makers is another important activity of our department. Pixel Makers is it like earn while you learn. So in Shasun, students get a great opportunity to become entrepreneurs while they are pursuing their course. So they'll be covering the events, and they'll be paid according to that, and it's a very good learning experience as like a professional. Certain industrial visits the students have been to. It is important to have guest lectures in the department so that students get to hear the expert talks who are in the industry, so that they will also get motivated. So we make sure that we have guest lectures, like n number of guest lectures in a semester, and so the students could get enriched with all that. We also make sure we conduct a lot of workshops for the students so that they get hands-on experience, and they get to learn from professionals and they can implement it. Well, we also have field trips in every year for all the students. According first year, second year, and third year, all the years we have their field trips. And second year students, since they have their photography, they'll be having a photography presentation after the end of the year. So they'll be taken specially for photography works. Well, I'm happy to say that we give hands-on training, and we have a very good infrastructure in the college, wherein the students actually get to work and get to know how it is in the media outlets that are available. We have equally high standard equipments in our labs. As you can see, we have an edit suite which has all Mac systems. Then we have a separate computer graphics lab. Then we have a production room where all the students' indoor production and their photo shoots, everything happen in this green mat floor. And also we have an audio suite for their learning process and for their dubbing process. Well, moving on to the placements, Shasun is always, supporting students with their placements, and we have multiple corporate companies as well as media companies that recruits our students every year, including Vijay TV, Stonebench, Cognizant, Infosys, and so on. Okay, so moving on to the career opportunities. So, as I said before, visual communication is not just about films or radio or television channel. It has got lots more. It is just that you need to explore the area so that you will have a better understanding, and you can take up the course or take up the specialization that interests you. At the end of the day, it is you who is going to have a career. So it is up to you to excel in which area that interests you. So certain career opportunities that I have categorized, apart from that, there are lots more. Certain career opportunities I have categorized as graphic designer, photographer, television production professional, film director, advertising, so you can get into advertising, animation, or if you're passionate about teaching, you can get into lecturer or instructor. Then there is an option of public relation, then sound engineer, social media. Well, digital media is right now a booming industry, so there are a lot of opportunities in digital media and social media. And then web designing or web content development, videographer, video editor, content writer, production designer, anchoring or VJing. Then you have game developing, desktop publishing, digital marketing, set designing. So I've come across like the main areas that you can try on. Apart from that, when you go in depth into each area, you have multiple opportunities that are waiting for you. So if you want to excel in graphic designing, you have a certain job opportunities. And in visual communication, it's not just like you have an opportunity in television or films. You have an opportunity in every corporate company. There is no corporate company without a graphic designing team or without a content writing team. So anywhere you go, even an HR job can be taken up by you. Even a media MBA can be done by you after your visual communication course. So any place you go, there is always a wing of content writers for their organization, and a designing team, a marketing team. So basically, your opportunities in visual communication are very wide. So you need to explore what is it that you want to do, and you can continue pursuing that. So this is a glimpse of the career opportunities that we offer in the department. For the admission process for this academic year, you can check onto the website www.shasuncollege.edu.in. The online application forms have started. We have started opened it, so you can check onto the online application. But the process will start only after your results are declared. Apart from other courses, we have a certain selection criteria for visual communication. That includes, we'll keep an entrance test, then a personal interview, and then we will also consider your marks. So after you clear your entrance test, then you will be having an interview with one of the faculty, and your marks will also be taken into account. Your entrance test will have general aptitude as well as some basic drawing skills. And few students are have a thought like, we have a paper in drawing, so I am not very good with drawing, so will I be able to do good in that? All the practical papers that we are offering, we offer it from the scratch, from the basics you will be learning. So there is no need for any prior experience. If you have prior experience, it is well and good. And the eligibility for this course is 12th qualified in any stream. It can be science, commerce. So any stream you can apply for visual communication course. Yes. I'm sure like I've given you what is an idea on what is visual communication and what are the scope that is available in visual communication and different opportunities that you need to explore in visual communication apart from the regular options that are available. So you can excel in that. So before I move on to the questionnaire session, I would like to show a small AV on the Department of Visual Communication in Shasun Jain College.
Arya ma'am.
Yes.
Screen sharing stop பண்ணுங்க.
I can't able to.
Yeah. Okay. We discussed on visual. Hello.
Yes, ma'am. You can speak.
Yes. So any of you have any queries related to visual communication or the course, you can feel free to ask now.
Hello, good afternoon, ma'am.
Good
There is
afternoon.
a question.
Yes.
I want to become a journalist. So, how this course helped me to achieve my goal?
Okay, fine. So first of all, if you want to become a journalist, there is course related to journalism. So you can, if you're very focused, you can go and do BA journalism. That is more focused into journalism and print media. So that will help you get better understanding of journalism and print area as such. So that will give you a chance to, do internships and work in journalism area, and you can achieve your goal. So to become a journalist, I would say you can take up a course on journalism, BA journalism, and if you want to pursue your education further, you can take up MA journalism and communication. And there are also specialized courses related to journalism, so you can check on that and you can do that.
Arya, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, can you please stop your screen share?
Yeah, okay, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, the second question is, I am interested in photography. So, how this course helped me to achieve my goal?
Okay. So basically in visual communication, we have a major paper in photography. So we have like a theory as well as a separate paper on practical aspect. So you get to have both knowledge. So whatever you're going to learn in theory part, you'll be implementing it in your practical area. And you will be doing a photography album at the end of the year for your semester exam. So if you want to pursue a career, here is the basics you are getting all the, can you unmute the participant? This is getting disturbance.
Yeah, okay, ma'am.
So if you want to be a photographer, this is a platform where you can explore, and we provide photography classes, and you get to have advertising photography specialization, and we have multiple workshops that are being conducted for photography. So here itself you get an idea what are the elements that are there in photography and which genre you want to pursue further. So if you are really interested in photography, then you can go ahead and start your career after you finish this course, and you can do an internship or you can work with some professional photograph, so that you will get a training on that particular subject. That will help you a lot. Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. There is one more question. I am interested to be a digital illustrator, like designing logos. How can we go about it?
Okay. So designing. So from the first year, in the first year course, you have designing with pen and pencil, and then we move on to systems. So basically you will get an idea how to creatively visualize and how to create a logo and how you take a target audience, and all that aspects you will be learning in your first year. So after that, you can actually, like with pen drawing and with software, you will be able to design logos, posters, and everything. So how can you go about that? So if you're really interested in designing area, I think you will have to make a very good portfolio at the end of the 3 years. That is what I would say, because since you'll be knowing the softwares, by the end of the third year, you should develop a portfolio on whatever designing works that you have done, because that makes a good presentation when you walk out of the institution to showcase to someone. So please work on it, and please do internship in an designing firm, so that you will know what is it like to work in an industry relating to designing. Yeah, I think that answered your question.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
There is another question.
Yes.
What are the opportunities of higher education in this field in abroad, ma'am?
In abroad.
Yes.
Okay. So basically, in abroad, if you see, there are a lot of specialized courses. As you see, Viscom is a very diverse option. So after Viscom, you can go abroad and you can choose a specialization. There are even specialization for digital marketing or social media marketing or television production alone, or say for radio. So you have different kinds of specialized courses that are available in abroad, and certain courses are available in India itself. So you can, according to your interest, you can decide which one you want to pursue on, because in visual communication you will get a hands-on experience on all the areas of visual communication, all the areas of media. So accordingly, then you can decide which one you want to specialize, and then you can decide on the course that you want to take up. There are very specialized courses that are available in abroad. Yes.
Ma'am, one more question.
Yes, ma'am.
Is Viscom a good course?
That's a good question. Is Viscom a good course? Okay, so it purely depends on you, your area of interest. So if you think that, okay, I think I'm interested in doing something creative, something that not everyone does. Okay, so if that is your thought process, then I think Viscom is a good option for you. But if that is not the case, if you're just randomly, coming and one day have decided I'll take Viscom, then that is also up to you. So I would say Viscom is definitely a good course, provided the students who are taking up the course have a genuine, real interest in the course after they know exactly what the subject is. So then it is definitely a good course.
Ma'am, there is another question.
Yes.
After Viscom, can I get job in software industry?
Software industry, as I said, visual communication, you have like graphic designing, web publishing. So any corporate company, even Infosys, Cognizant, or software company, they need people who are good with web development or graphic designing or marketing or PR. So definitely there is an opportunity for all the Viscomites in corporate or software company. So anyway you take, there is a need for a person who is from a Viscom background. So basically, if you do a BCA, you're focused on computer application and all the technical side. You will not be into what is a web publishing or graphic designing or designing your website and all that areas. So in a Viscom background, you get to learn everything. So any corporate or any company for that matter needs a team of creative people. So there is a need for Viscom background students.
Thank you, ma'am. There is another question.
Yes.
Why there is always a less women in media industry? What is your opinion on that, ma'am?
Why there is less women?
Yes, in
media industry.
Yes.
Okay, that's a good question. As I said, there is a myth that it is hard for women to survive in media industry. See, media, of course, I will not disagree that media industry is male dominated. Even though we say there is equality and all that, it is kind of male dominated. And so to survive there, you really have to be skilled. Yes. So, and there is also, especially when you get into production side, as a family girl, like, once you get married or later stages I'm talking about, you will have time constraint problems that might affect. So what I'm saying is that, so certain girls, they don't feel like doing, after so many responsibilities come, they will start to come out from the media industry and they will try out on different things, what they can work from home or there is a proper timing. So all that is there. So now that you're doing Viscom, you will get an idea. Like, see, if you're getting into media, these are the pros and cons. Still, if you want to pursue, you can do it. So I believe that is the reason, like, a lot of women, they're not into media because of other responsibilities and problems that they have. And but now we have quite a lot that, women that are actually encouraged to who are actually encouraging others to get into media field. And also in media field, not every aspect we have time constraints and all that. Only the production works. Apart from that, you have HR, marketing related, designing team. So it depends on the task that you're actually wanting to take. So accordingly, that depends.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
There is another question. Scope in advertising. What are the scopes in advertising?
Okay, scope in advertising. See, as you know, advertising is, it is in boom right now. You have not only just television ads, you have separate digital ads. As you see in a video, you will see like 10-second, 15-second advertisements that are being played. Actually, there is a separate team of people who work for the digital advertisement apart from your regular television advertisements. So there is a scope. If you want to get into advertisement, there are a lot of ad agencies. Okay, so I think maybe you can start by learning, like doing internships in advertising agencies and get to know their functioning. And then you can actually, start up your ad agency also after some time, after you get the confidence. So advertising agency is not going down. It's only, in the demand is only increasing for the advertising industry, be it the traditional media or in the digital media.
Thank you, ma'am. Dear participants, if you want to ask any question, you can directly ask.
Okay.
We can unmute you. Ma'am, there is another question.
Yeah.
What is the scope of women in filmmaking?
What is the scope of women in filmmaking?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So again, in filmmaking, as in which aspect are you asking? As in into the direction or writing or like, can you be specific?
I think they are asking about in films, ma'am.
Films.
Especially direction, ma'am.
Direction. Okay. Direction. Film direction. I think we have right now only a very handful of filmmakers in here. Like, not many of them are into it. Those who are genuinely, into direction, like they want to pursue a career. Now, I don't see many of them in that mindset. Okay, some of them just get settled with their company, graphic designing, or in the film itself there are different teams. So direction is a very, very hectic job. So I don't know, you need to have the right mindset also to take up that job. It's not a piece of cake. So only, and being a director is having a knowledge on all the aspects, including cinematography, editing, graphic titling, music idea. You need to have an idea about all the aspect that a film is giving you. So only then you will have an upper hand in the film. So women directing, I think only a very few of them are very confident, or they have the very few right now have the potential to do that. And I think maybe in coming generations, now we see a lot of girls who are actually interested in directing. So maybe in the coming years, we might see a change in that, stereotyping.
And there is one more question, ma'am. They have asked that can the students earn while they study by doing freelancing? Can you say what is exactly a freelancing?
Okay, so yes, you can. Freelancing is nothing but when you can apply for different organization in freelance category. That is like a part-timer. So when they have a job, you can do your job. Depending on the job, you can do it from your place, work from home itself, or you can do it as a part-timer. So they will give you a task, you will have to finish that task and give it to them. That is basically a freelancing, and you will be getting paid according to the job that they are offering. So there are like different firms that offer like freelancing in animation, freelancing in designing, computer graphics. So basically they will tell you what you will have to do, you will have, and then you have to sit and design and send the output to them. So accordingly you will get paid. So in visual communication you have a scope for different freelance jobs, multiple freelance jobs. So you need not go to work, go and work there. You can just have a system, a software, you can work it, and then you can get done with it and get your payment.
Yes, ma'am. There is one more question, ma'am. They have asked that does this visual communication course has anything with visual effects? Do we have any subjects for them like After Effects or Nuke?
Yes, you do have. We do offer After Effects course, VFX, then 3D animation. Yes, in visual communication, we cover that aspect as well.
Ma'am, there is another question. What are the work opportunities in abroad? She's asking continuously, ma'am.
Okay, okay. I think it's the same person who asked me about the job, studies in abroad. See,
maybe yes, ma'am.
Okay, in abroad, I think it is better you do a degree, do a course there, and then you get into the field. See, opportunities are everywhere. Just that if you do a course here, you are getting to know the industry in India, how the industry is working in India. But when so you're not very well aware of how that process is happening in abroad. Maybe more or less the same, but only if you work, at least learn how the system is there, it is better for you to get an opportunity for job in abroad. So I would recommend that if you're interested in moving abroad for job, maybe after visual communication, you can take up a specialized course there, a short-term course or a postgraduate course there. That will help you get better knowledge on the media industry abroad, and that will put you into the job category abroad.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Participants, you can fill your feedback form. If you have any questions, you can please raise your hand. We'll unmute you.
I have a question. I think it's a personal kind of question. Any professor who inspired to take up this profession, kindly share your words. Very sweet. Yes, of course. I have like from school teacher to a college professor who have inspired me to take up this profession. Yes, the way she carries herself, the way she conveys the subject. I had a professor in college, so she is always an inspiration for me. That is one of the reason I got passionate into teaching. Any other questions?
Ma'am, they have one question, ma'am. If they want to be an entrepreneur, can they start their own photography studio or their own designing company or their own even animation company?
Yes, definitely they can. But as you know that right now we have lots of competition actually in the market, lot of competition. So before, I would not suggest that you do a startup right after you complete your course. Maybe you think and then you see your market and then think of how it is going to work out for you. And then you think of, going into a startup. So I would say that maybe you can work, and if you're planning to, start up your computer graphic or animation company, maybe I would suggest that you can work in a computer animation company for some time and see how the work process actually happens. So that will give you a better idea. Okay, and then you can decide if that is feasible, or if I can take up that, and can I start this in this particular market, if it is is it going to be a profitable thing for me? Because starting a business is it's totally different. So you need to do a lot of market study, and you need to have an experience in that particular area, and then you can decide on when is the right time I can start. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. One last question. Is there any international internship provided in Sashan, ma'am? Sashan College?
Actually, we do have some industry, college tie-ups, but students in the first year, they were taken for an international training kind of. But as of now, we don't have a full-fledged international program, internship program as such. We are working on it. So maybe in another few years, we might have a program where you will have exchange programs. So right now, we don't really have an international internships.
Ma'am, one last more question.
Yeah.
Now, nowadays, diploma courses and online courses are there. So
Okay.
why should I take BSc degree?
Okay. So diploma, see, first of all, degree is a degree. I would say it's as simple as it is. A degree, the value of a degree is different from a value that you have in diploma. Anywhere you go, your certificate matters. And diploma is, focused on certain topics, certain specialization. But in BSc degree, we have a lot more areas that has been covered apart from the diploma courses. So it is always better to have a degree course, BSc Visual Communication, rather than going for a diploma. And the subject coverage of visual communication is lot more than a diploma courses that you see. And the certification also matters. Okay, there is also one more question.
Government job after BSc Viscom, is there any job, ma'am?
Yeah, you can actually not we have like few options, because certain criteria we might not fit in, because engineering background. In government job also, you need to check on the criteria. You can apply for certain jobs, so you need to check the criteria what they're asking for, and accordingly you can apply. I think, but the options would be comparatively less than a BCom or general other departments. But there are options in government job. You can take up training, and then you can take up their exams, and you can try for government jobs as well.
Ma'am, for this one, I can also give some reply, ma'am. Can I, ma'am?
Yeah, sure.
In the government field, you have jobs in central government. For example, in 3D animation, there is an opening in ISRO for mainly for the rocket model and other things. There also in the building industry is also they have for civil. They have that walkthrough, 3D walkthrough. And even in the universities like Tamil Nadu Open Universities, Madras University, there are some jobs for graphic designers, content developers are also there, and for not only graphic designers, even for filmmaking, there is a section in the central government as well as the state government where they can make that film production. And also documentaries also, or there is one industry for documentaries developed by the central government. So there are many vacancies even in central government and state government jobs also. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you for adding that input.
Ma'am, one more question, ma'am.
Yes.
For a designer in the industry, what would be a rough pay?
Designer in the industry, I think for a fresher, you can't expect much. Maybe the starting might be like 10, 15, 20 maximum. And then after you gain experience, your pay obviously will increase. So I think for a freshers, you can expect from 15, 20. and depends on the company also. Some people, they do offer a good pay scale for the freshers as well. So I think if you're planning for designer, please have your portfolios done simultaneously. So that adds a value.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah, okay, ma'am.
And Nirmala ma'am, you can.
Okay, I would just like to say that
Yes.
thank you, and all the participants who came here, you know, just think what is visual communication is, and see the different areas that are being covered, and see if you are really interested in that and you have a creative space for that. So if you really want to excel in that, please opt for visual communication. And thank you. All the best for all.
So I think with that, we have come to the end of the session. I take this opportunity to extend my heartfelt gratitude to Ms. Harya Haridas ma'am for her virtual presence. I'm sure this would have been very useful and informative for all our Viscom aspirants. I would also like to thank our management, especially our Secretary Sir Sri Abhaya Sri Srimal Jain and our Associate Secretary Sir Sri R. Ashok Kumar Mehta for giving us this opportunity. And I thank our Honorable Principal, Dr. S. Padmavati Madam, and especially I would like to thank our beloved HOD Ma'am, Dr. Sri Umarani Ma'am, for her constant support and guidance. And further, I wish to thank all our staff members, our technical experts, and most importantly, our participants who have made this webinar a grand success. And yeah, thank you for all the participants for their interest and efforts to attend this webinar. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can we end the session?
Yes, ma'am, we can.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.